super wide now and start to warm up through our hips. You're going to take your arms directly out in front of you and you're going to come into a deep lunge. So notice my heel lifts off here, then come up and over to the other side. So releasing that heel, pushing out of that foot and releasing down. So I am going knee over the toes a little bit. If your knees are a little bit iffy, you can just make it a smaller range move. And obviously don't go knees over toes, keep it above the ankle. And if you need a touchdown at any time, you can. We're just going to do one more. And the next time we're going to come on down, hands to floor, and just hold it like a little mini stretch. You can always come a little lower if you want. Then over to the other side. Then from here, we're going to pivot to face one end of our mat, drop the hip in, and we're coming to a lunge twist, mobilizing that spine. And the arm comes down, and then twist again, and release. Walk yourself all the way to the other end of your mat, sink the hip low, and come into that lunge twist. Release the arm down. Let's see if we can get a little more rotation back with that arm this time. And release. Then from here, come on down onto your knees. We're coming into a 4-point position, so hands directly underneath you, knees directly underneath your hips. You're going to tuck the toes and weight bear in the toes. As we lift our knees, we're going to hold with a flat back, hovering our knees for a count of 5, 4, keep drawing the belly in here, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now these are really hard, right? You've got to really use that upper body for stability and really keep lifting through those lower abdominals. Awesome to do while you're pregnant. These ones, because they're not a plank, but they can still engage. So lifting those knees just an inch or 2 and hold for 5, 4, keep drawing in, 3, 2, 1, 4, and let's go again. 2 more times, guys. So tuck that tail under slightly, draw the belly in and hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. So press into the hands, lift those knees and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Okay, we're going to go to the same move. We're going to lift those knees off. We're going to slow walk back. Looks like this. So lift those knees off and we walk one leg back, back, and under the hip, under the hip. Keep going. Back, back, in. 3 more. Push away through that heel, tensing through the legs. So we're nice and stable in the core. 2 more. 1 more. Keep that belly drawing in, guys. In, and release. Come off those wrists for a little bit. Give them a bit of release at any time you feel any loading. Coming back into your 4-point position. Coming back into that knee hover. Okay. So this time, you're going to lift those knees, you're going to push your hips back over your heels, and then bring the hips forwards. So pushing back, and then we bring the chest directly over the wrists. So rocking back and forward. So we're getting a little bit of core activation, and lots of warmth through our quads here. Push back and forward. Let's go for another 5. Strengthen the arms as well. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Nice work. Set those elbows directly underneath you into a elbow plank. Extending back with those hips, you're going to drop the hips low and keep a straight spine. You can be on your knees as I am here, or lift your toes and push your weight back to the heels, pulling out through the thighs, tucking the tail under and drawing the belly in. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can come down or set the back forearm underneath you and open to a side hover. Your bottom knee can be down or hips lifted. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, switch to the other side. Open up, set your position, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can rest down at any time or come back to your front plank. Tension through the legs, tuck the tail, draw the belly in, hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release knees down. Nice work. Give the hips a little rock side to side. Okay, from where we are, you're going to set up that side hover position again. But this time we're going to go hand direct, sorry, not side hover, side plank position. Okay, a little bit of freedom with this movement. So from here, excuse me, you can have your bottom knee down. I'll set you up here. We're going to lift out of our hip and reach over. So notice I'm getting that curve through my spine here, and then we're going to lower the hip back down. It gently kisses the mat, then we go again. Option 2 is scissor stance, so top foot forward, bottom leg back. We lift up and over, and then lower down. Let's go 5, and 4. So allow your body to move. We get a little bit of a rotation with the move. Power out of that bottom arm. And last one, hold here for 3, 2, 1, and release down. Come into a mermaid at any time you feel that you need to release through your side. Then release off that wrist again. Okay, we're coming back up into that same position again. This time we're going to make it a little more active. So let's see if we can all go with the legs straight. So lift up into your side plank, we're reaching here. Keeping this top arm to the ceiling, we bend our knees in, so we're pushing away from this arm, plant the hand into the floor, then push forward. Let's go 5, 4, lift up through here. 3, 2, staying stacked over that shoulder. 1, and release. Nice work. Swing your legs round in front and come to the other side. No fancy transition there, guys. Okay, so set yourself up. First up, hand directly underneath you, bottom knee bent. We're going to lift and extend out of our body and then lower back down. So remember, we're not fully weight bearing. Sorry, I am now while I'm talking. But while we come down, we just kiss the mat. So you're really lengthening out of that top side of your body. You can split the legs. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. And release down. Come on into your mermaid pose. Take that big stretch up, anchoring that bottom hip down. Release it over. Nice work. This time coming back into that side plank position with that little knee tuck. So anchor the feet nice and strong. We're only doing 5, so see how you go. So push up to straight legs and hold. Bend the knees in and push forward. Do this slowly, so we're not keeping the stability through the shoulder. Tracking it in the same line of movement. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Nice work. Let's take our legs out in front. And we're coming into a saw. So, for the saw, you need your feet. Let's go just about, just outside shoulder width. You're going to sit nice and tall and open those arms out nice and wide. Okay, from here we're going to twist towards, sorry, I have to come forward a little. Twist towards our right. Now without letting your hips shift, because your feet on the ground is a telltale sign, you're going to plant your butt down, tuck the chin and reach forward, little toe to little finger, then raise up. Breathe in, exhale, twist, exhale to twist again. Breathe in, sit tall, twist and fold. So keeping tall in your spine as you turn and then curving the spine as you fold forwards. So let's twist and reach. Let's go again. Breathe in, out, out. Breathe in, out, out. So that double exhalation allows us to get a little bit more air out of the bottom of our lungs as we're at the bottom there. more time. And release. Nice work. Now this time you're going to grab hold of the outside edge of this foot. I'll turn just on an angle. Grab hold of that outside edge of the foot. Notice I've got a soft bend in the leg and my bottom leg is straight. I'm going to sit right up on my sit bones. Then from here, fingertips to that front arm and then slice back, fingertips to temples. From here, I'm going to twist in and draw back. 1 and 2. So what am I doing here? I'm really starting to open up through my thoracic spine and the leg gives me a good anchor. 3, 2, 1 and release. Try the other side. So lifting that leg off, grab with the opposite hand, then reach along there, draw back like a bow and arrow. Staying lifted on your sit bones, you wrap in and pull back. 1, 2, so you're getting that movement with the shoulder forward, then pulling it back. So we're starting to get that rotation in the spine. Let's go last 3, last 2, last 1, and release. Nice work. Give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Lay on down onto your back here. So curve your spine and roll on down. Taking both legs towards the ceiling. Actually, from here, lower one leg down, one leg up to the ceiling. Arms are out wide. We're going to crunch up like a pike, single pike. You're going to crunch up for that toe, then extends down. Lifting up. So a long range cross crawl. So bringing your arm and chest across the midline of your body. Lifting up and up. So really starting to get the upper abdominals firing. Go 3, 2, and 1. Let's change legs. So crunching up. 5. Let's go for another 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring the knees in. Rest your head down for this next exercise. You're going straight legs up towards the ceiling. Anchor the hands down. And we're going to draw a figure of 8 or infinity sign on the ceiling. I want you to draw your belly in. Your legs lift up towards your belly button. Then up, round and down. Up the center and round the other circle. So you're trying to keep the back of your pelvis as level as you can. You're just getting a little rock from one butt cheek to the other. Now as you draw the circles, or the infinity sign, I want you to think about drawing it between your hip bones. It's like you're etching the movement in. Each time you lift your legs, it's like shortening the distance between pubic bone and belly button. So it doesn't have to be a big swinging motion. It's really isolating. 1 more. And let's give those knees a little hug in. Nice work. Right, then from here, let's go single leg stretch. So extending one leg out, you're going to grab hold of this same knee and ankle. Lift the chest, draw the belly in. So we're really in that high in that ab prep position. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw the belly in and switch legs. Keeping your pelvis perfectly still. We're keeping the legs moving, but everything else stays fixed. Let's go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift into it, 4, 3, 2, and 1, head down. I might have missed 5 out then. You might have been let off the hook. Okay guys, so from here, you're going to lift your head and shoulders, but if you find your neck's getting tired, just keep your head down. You can cross your hands across your chest and lift up. Now from here, bring the feet into tabletop. Notice how I flex my feet. Okay, so from here, sorry, just going to get a little higher. Okay, so from here, I'm going to flex and push away through my heel and do giant bicycles. So driving out with the heel as if you're pushing an immovable object away. See how deep I'm coming with it? Driving the heel close to the mat, chest up. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, head down. Give it a little release side to side. Good news is, we've cycled one way, we've got to go the other. So curl on up, flex those feet. This time you're coming, so we went down before, so we're going over, pushing out and up. So pulling in through the heel towards your butt, pushing out through the heel. Lift that chest, go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Some little variations there for you. Okay, so from here you've got one last lying exercise, so stay on down, and then from here we're just going to do some helicopters. So arms come wide. You're going to from here split the legs, and one leg goes up, one leg goes down. It slightly comes across your midline, so you activate through those lower abdominals, get that beautiful hip rotation. Let's go 5, 4, 3, keeping long through your spine, 2, 1. Give those knees a little hug in. Nice work. You're going to come on up to sit now and extend your legs out in front. Press your hands down behind you. Now your hands can face outwards if you're a bit tight through your shoulders and biceps, or have your fingers facing inwards, and that gives you a little bit more stretch through the shoulders and biceps. Roll back with the shoulders and press down through your palms. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to push your hips up to the ceiling. Now if you find that your hips are lagging a little bit down and you're rolling through your shoulders, see if you can plant one foot down and lift up a little higher, or go both feet. So this is really good power for the back body and great to open the chest and shoulders. So press down through the hands, lift your heart center, squeeze your back body, and release. Nice work. Give those hands a little release. So if you find you sit at a desk job all day, these are great exercises just to release out through there. So let's try one more time, pressing down through those hands, squeeze your butt so fingers can splay outwards or inwards, and lift. Let's hold 5, 4, push into the arms, 3, 2, 1, and release. Sitting nice and tall, I want you just to grab hold of your knees and just take the legs wide. So you're going to grab hold of the ankles and bend the knees towards the elbows. We're going to curve the spine and roll back, and then come on back up and try and balance. Now as you roll, careful not to roll onto the head and neck. So we're curving slightly through that thoracic spine into a rounded upper back, broadness rather than head down. So rolling back, and balance yourself at the top. So breathe in to roll back, breathe out to come in steady. Options to extend your legs into an open leg rocker if you wish. So we roll back, come on up and get our balance, and go again. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Nice work. Bring the legs together. If they're straight, lift the chest, draw the belly in, and hold your teaser hold. Or you can always do bent legs or 1 foot down. Let's hold for 5, chest up, 4, reach the arms higher, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome work. Lengthen those legs out nice and long. We're going to come into a roll up. So sitting nice and tall, tuck the tail under, scoop the belly in, slowly roll yourself down, take a breath in and reach the arms long overhead. And as you breathe out, you're going to lift head and shoulders, draw the belly in, curl yourself off the floor, fold forwards and stretching into it. Sitting tall and rolling down again. So you want to go slowly so you can segment every piece of your spine, feeling each vertebra lift and lower from the floor as you're rolling up and down. Let's just try and make this next one our last one. So we're curling all the way down, taking a breath in to find our reach, then curling ourselves back up. And sitting tall. From here, Curl back down one more time and anchor your hands to your sides. We've got a little bit more mobility to come. So from here, you're going to bring your knees in towards your hips. And slowly, we're just going to do a little lift of our tailbone and extend the legs out. Bend the knees in, lift the tailbone, extend the legs out. So any variation I give you here, feel free to stay with. So your support position is your shoulders pressing down through the palms of the hands. If you want a little bit more, you can lengthen those legs out. Lift your legs up towards the ceiling and over your head. Curve down through your spine, drawing the belly in, then extend the legs away. You can go all the way down if you can, or extend the legs to that diagonal. So lifting the legs up, curve the spine over, and curling back down. Or if you want a little bit different, you can take those legs straight up to the ceiling, curve into your spine, lower the legs down, squeeze the butt to lift back up, and curl to come back down. Nice work. Right, from where we are, guys, you're going to bring your feet in close to your butt, anchor your hands down as we do some bridge work. So first we're going to spinal bridge up, so flatten the back, tuck the tail and feed your hips up to the ceiling. Take a breath in at the top and then curling back down. Breathe in at the bottom and going again. Tuck the tail under and lifting up and rolling back down. This time I want you to bring your heels together and your knees are turned out. You're going to lift your hips up to the top, and we're in a plie position, and we're going to work into those outer thighs and glutes. Keeping your pubic bone lifted, you're going to lower the hips down, squeeze the butt, lift up, down, lift up. So my knees are still pushing outwards. Getting that really good squeeze into the glutes. So exhaling to lift, inhaling to lower. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this next one up at the top. You can elevate your heels and come onto the balls of the feet, heels still together. Lower the hips down, squeeze 10, 9, so smaller range. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come in and roll down. Give the knees a little hug in. Just release through the buttocks. Nice work. Okay, you're going to roll yourself to side face to face me. You're going to lay on down on your side and have this hand in front for support. Now when we're sideline, it's like we're mimicking a standing position. We're not collapsing our waist completely into the floor and losing all shape and control. We're slightly pushing this top hip away to encourage a little lift through the underside of the body. So, just making sure here, you're going to lift your top leg up and bring that bottom leg back a little bit. Bringing your top knee towards your elbow, you're going to flex your foot and push away. Breathe into bend, exhale to push. So again, keeping that little lift between you and the floor as we work into this top leg, into the outer thigh and glutes, bending the knee in, pressing the heel away. So active pull in, active push back, so that we're applying the control in both directions. Let's go for another 3, 2. We're going to hold this leg up there, rotate the toe inwards, and we lift 10, 9, squeeze through your buttocks, 7, 6, 5, keeping active through the waist, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, then bend the knee in. From here, from the both knees level, you're going to turn the knee up and down, up and down. So making sure we're not rolling the top hip back. It's not a big move, we're just working into those outer thigh and glute muscles. Last 3, last 2, last 1. You're going to hold that leg up, flex the foot, the toe comes in front of the knee and back, in front of the knee and back. Now again, it's not a big range because we're trying to keep this top hip perfectly still. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. the leg up, extend the leg out, and bend the knee in. Extend the leg out, bend the knee in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Nice work. From where you are, coming up onto all fours. Just going to round through your back into a cat stretch and level your spine out nice and long. Round up through your back into a cat stretch and level out nice and long. One more time. And release. Make your way down onto your tummy before we do the other side. Okay, having your legs long behind you, you're going to bring your hands just slightly forwards, a little bit wider, mine about as wide as my mat. But press down into my hands, squeeze the butt, lift the chest, and lower back down. As I lower the nose down, I want you to lift your legs. As you lift your chest, anchor the legs, and lift. Then from here, see if you can weight bear a little bit more in the hands and lift a little higher. Tucking that tail under, lifting up through your pubic bone to find the height through the front abdominals, and then lower down, lift the legs. Lifting the chest, then lifting the legs. So it's like you have a little rocking motion going on. Keeping active through that back body. Let's go last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, land the hips, give them a little rock out from where you are. Then rolling over onto your other side to do your other side leg. Set yourself down, making sure the underside of that waist is lifted, bottom knee bent. You're going to bring that top knee in, flex the foot, push away. So as you push away through that heel, it's going to an upward diagonal, slightly back to activate those glutes. Breathing in and out. In and out. Being really steady and lifted through the belly. Let's go last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that leg extended here, toe down, we pulse up. 10, 9, pushing through the heel. 8, 7, lengthening the waist, so this top hip's pushing away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees bend level with each other. Top knee lifts up and down. So we're starting to get that little bit of bite through the outer thigh and glute. Pressing through that heel. Remember, keeping that front hip facing forwards. Last 3, 2, and 1. Holding the impulse in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel taps in front and behind. In front and behind. So you're making an arc shape with the knee. Don't worry so much about the positioning of touching the foot down. Just lifting the knee up and over. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that leg level, push it out through the heel and bend in 1, and 2, 3, 4. So you're getting a bit of hamstring work here too. 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Nice work, guys. Roll over onto your back. Give your glutes a bit of a stretch out by placing the foot on the knee and coming into a pretzel stretch. It's important just to let go through those muscles as much as we want to work them, so that the muscles don't stay too tight. Just breathe evenly. And gently from where you are, just land your feet to the floor. We're just going to focus on some upper body circles. So reach the arms as high as you can without letting your rib cage follow. You're trying to keep the rib cage engaged, and then circling all the way around. Breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Just do one more. Hands down by your sides. Lengthen one leg down or bent up, your choice. The other leg goes up to the ceiling. We circle out, round and up. So just freeing up the hip joint. We're going to just do 5 circles in each direction. Trying to stay as level as you can through your hips. And switch legs over. Lifting up, round. If you've got more range than I have, then try and challenge it, but try not to moving the pelvis at all. And then bringing your knees in towards your chest and rolling yourself up. So guys, I hopefully you enjoyed that little session today, working all parts of the body for your Pilates.